Greetings everyone! This video will share you guys the art of the backhand flick with you in this video. The backhand flick is not just any ordinary shot in table tennis, it's a powerful weapon that enables players to effectively counter short backspin and no-spin balls. While there exists a plethora of advanced techniques and variations for executing the backhand flick, our primary objective today is to revisit the foundational elements. This video is specifically tailored for players who may be unfamiliar with or have yet to integrate the backhand flick into their game. No matter your skill level, whether you're just starting out, have some experience under your belt, or consider yourself an advanced player, if the backhand flick isn't part of your current arsenal, this video is tailored to help you bridge that gap. If you're eager to refine your game and effortlessly incorporate the backhand flick into your game, then stick around. While professional players often dazzle with their daring, wrist-heavy techniques, producing remarkable speed and spin, our emphasis today is on a user-friendly, entry-level approach that anyone can master. Watching players like Finesse execute the backhand flick with finesse is undoubtedly captivating, but they caution against emulating such advanced techniques right from the start. It's far more beneficial to begin with a simpler approach, focusing on mastering the fundamental elements of the flick. By starting with a basic technique, you can develop a solid understanding of timing, bat angle, and brushing contact, the essential building blocks for a successful backhand flick. As you hone these foundational skills, you'll find it much easier to progress to more advanced variations of the flick. Now, let's delve into the technique for executing an easy backhand flick. Firstly, ensure that you maintain a low stance, especially when the ball is short. Step forward towards the table with your bat held low to the ground. Secondly, pay attention to your bat angle. It should either be straight or slightly tilted towards the table. Now let's examine the motion from a different perspective. As you approach the ball with a low stance and appropriate bat angle, focus on bringing your forearm forward while simultaneously flicking your wrist upwards, making contact with the back of the ball. This upward motion is crucial for imparting spin and control onto your shot. Let's break down all those components into a smooth sequence of actions. Start by positioning yourself in a low stance, ensuring your body is prepared to move swiftly. As the ball approaches, take a decisive step towards the table, maintaining a low bat position to anticipate the ball's trajectory. Keep the angle of your bat straight or slightly tilted towards the table, optimizing your readiness to execute the flick. Now, as you prepare to make contact with the ball, engage your forearm to initiate the forward motion, gradually incorporating a subtle flick of the wrist to impart spin. However, it's essential to avoid exerting too much force on your wrist initially, as this can compromise your accuracy and consistency. Instead, focus on a controlled and deliberate movement, allowing your forearm to lead the action with minimal but effective involvement of the wrist. When it comes to contacting the ball, emphasize the brushing motion over outright hitting, aiming to graze the surface of the ball with your racket to generate spin. It's important to resist the temptation to forcefully strike the ball, as such an approach can disrupt the delicate balance needed to achieve the desired brushing effect. By exercising control and finesse in your shots, you can maximize the spin potential of each flick. This nuanced understanding of technique allows you to manipulate the ball's spin and trajectory with precision, unlocking new possibilities and strategic advantages during gameplay. As you continue to refine this skill, you'll notice a significant enhancement in your overall performance on the table, as you gain the ability to dictate the pace and direction of each exchange with confidence and finesse. This aspect holds paramount importance because when facing a backspin, employing the brushing up motion is instrumental in counteracting the downward force of the backspin, thereby lifting the ball over the net and redirecting it effectively onto the opponent's side of the table. Furthermore, placing emphasis on the brushing motion during ball contact is essential for maintaining consistency in your shots. By consistently brushing the ball, you ensure a more predictable and controlled trajectory, which is crucial for executing accurate and effective shots, especially in high-pressure situations during gameplay. Unlike simply hitting the ball, brushing it allows for a more predictable and controlled trajectory. When you apply spin by brushing the ball, it produces an up and down flight path, making it a safer and more reliable method for executing the flick. Therefore, it's imperative to focus on brushing the back of the ball, ensuring that you achieve optimal spin contact. Especially when starting out, concentrate on perfecting your spin technique, as it lays the groundwork for mastering the backhand flick effectively. In the initial stages, it's best not to dwell too much on the speed generated by your flick. Instead, focus your attention on mastering the spin component. Through personal experience, I've discovered that simply executing this straightforward flick with good spin contact can yield remarkable results, particularly up to a certain skill level. Many opponents often anticipate a push shot, so employing the flick, even in its basic form, can catch them off guard. Their surprise gives you the upper hand in the rally, allowing you to seize control of the game. As players progress to higher levels of play, the need for increased speed in shots becomes more evident due to the heightened skill and reflexes of opponents. Faster-paced gameplay is essential for maintaining competitiveness and responding effectively to the demands of advanced competition. However, at lower skill levels, prioritizing spin over speed can still be highly effective. Spin-heavy shots can confound less experienced opponents, making it challenging for them to anticipate and return effectively. By focusing on spin, players can introduce variation and unpredictability into their shots, leading to forced errors or weak returns from opponents. This strategic advantage allows players to control the pace of the game and dictate the direction of play, even in the absence of blistering speed. At higher levels of play, incorporating speed into your flick becomes essential for putting pressure on your opponent. However, at lower skill levels, a basic flick with solid spin contact can be incredibly effective. By initially focusing on mastering this simple technique, you'll have a reliable shot in your arsenal that is both easy to execute and strategically impactful. This approach not only increases the likelihood of successfully utilizing the flick during matches, but also lays the groundwork for further development. By establishing a strong foundation with the basic flick, you'll be better equipped to refine and expand upon your technique in the future, ultimately unlocking more advanced variations down the line. Thank you for tuning in. I trust that you found these tips on the backhand flick beneficial. Wishing you the best of luck as you implement them into your game. Feel free to share your progress with me, and stay tuned for more videos coming your way soon. If you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing to my channel. Until next time, take care and goodbye.